Please be seated. Students, family members, friends, faculty, and staff, welcome to the 2022 Carlson School of Management Graduate Commencement Ceremony. It's so wonderful to celebrate this together. Unfortunately, Dean Zahir is unable to be at this ceremony. She sends her warmest congratulations to all of you. I'm Alok Gupta, the Senior Associate Dean of Faculty, Research and Administration, and I'm honored to be with you today. Joining me on stage for this special day are some of the people who have guided our graduates through what I hope has been a life-changing experience. Please hold your applause as I introduce them till we recognize all of these honored guests together. Representing the University of Minnesota Board of Regents, the Honorable Mary Davenport. Representing the Office of Academic Affairs and Provost Scott Lanyon, Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Education. From the Vienna Executive MBA program, we welcome our distinguished colleague, Barbara Stottinger, Dean of WEU Executive Academy at Vienna University of Economics and Business. Our distinguished keynote speaker, head coach of the Gopher football team and Wall Street Journal's best-selling author, PJ Fleck. Professor Michelle Duffy, Director of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration program. From the Carlson School MBA and MS programs, Associate Dean Joel Wolfogel and Assistant Dean Phil Miller. Representing Carlson Global Initiatives, Associate Dean Steve Parente and Assistant Dean Ann D'Angelo. Professor John Kammermeyer-Mueller, Faculty Director, Human Resources and Industrial Relations. Clayton Forrester, Director of Master of Accountancy. Paul Gutterman, Director, Master of Business Taxation. Stacy Dopner-Hove, Director of Masters of Human Resources and Industrial Relations. Wendy Lutter, Director, Masters of Marketing Program. Ellen Trader, Managing Director, Carlson Analytics Lab. Professor Xiaoji Lin, Director, Master of Science in Finance. Professor Karen Donahue, Director, Master of Science in Supply Chain Management. And last but not least, the distinguished faculty of the Carlson School of Management. Let's give them a round of applause. Without them, today would not have been possible. Another group who deserves your cheers are the family and friends who are here with us today or watching the live stream. The support you all have given your loved ones during their studies was critical to their success. Thank you and congratulations to you as well. Students, we are here today to award you a degree that recognizes your tireless effort, acknowledges your scholarly achievements, and symbolizes the transformative effect of business education. And let us not forget your perseverance and flexibility during this pandemic. Your ability to quickly adapt to changing situations will serve you well in future. Give yourself a hand for surmounting the many challenges thrown your way during your education. Whether you use the degree you have earned from Carlson School to pursue a career in business, start your own company, lead a nonprofit, or pursue further studies, it will undoubtedly help you realize that business is a force for good and position you to create a better tomorrow. While many organizations have a mission statement, at the Carlson School, we focus instead on our purpose. Our purpose is clear and it is compelling. Our purpose is to inspire and enable individuals and organizations to create a brighter future. I think we are achieving that purpose. The class of 2022 didn't wait for graduation to begin making a difference. You increased language proficiency to build better cross-cultural relationships. You developed innovative ideas for better healthcare, determined a more cost-effective way to treat wastewater from the brewing process. You optimized the business strategy for an experiential outdoor education program for military veterans. You created more spaces for conversations around allyships in the workplace, and you raised more than $40,000 to support inner city tennis. And you did all this while students. I cannot wait to see what you'll do as alumni. Yes, today you become alumni. You become members of a community that includes more than 58,000 graduates who came before you. You have joined a global force that reaches across more than 100 countries, yet is still deeply connected to this campus and each other. For over 100 years, our faculty have educated and inspired ethical, driven, and innovative leaders. Our alumni have supported each new generation of leaders and helped them to succeed. They're part of our strength and part of our history. I hope you'll become the rich history of staying connected to the Carlson School by investing your time, talents, and resources in our purpose to create a brighter future. I will close with one final thought that I hope you remember for the rest of your life. The value of the degree you're receiving today is not fixed. Instead, it has the power to appreciate with proper stewardship. I hope you will follow those that have come before you and make the Carlson School better for those who will follow. It's one of the best investments you'll ever make. On behalf of the University of Minnesota and the faculty and staff of Carlson School of Management, I offer you sincere congratulations on your degree. We are so proud of all that you have achieved to date, and even more excited about all that you'll accomplish in the years to come. It is now my privilege to introduce our keynote speaker, one of the most successful coaches to lead the Minnesota football program. He has become a household name here in Minnesota, is synonymous with row the boat. Where better than Minnesota, land of 10,000 lakes, right? Epic, building a culture, hyper, and winning. We enjoy watching Gopher football with alumni in our Carlson School suite, including bowl games. The Outback Bowl win against Auburn is still my favorite. It was an epic upset. And it is certainly worth mentioning that under his tenure, our Golden Gopher football team has strong academic success. In fact, the highest GPA in the history of the program. We are proud to include student athletes from Gopher football and many other sports in the student body attending the Carlson School. Graduates of the class of 2022, please join me in welcoming the head coach of our Golden Gopher football program, PJ Fleck. You have your own.
Let's see what the football coach has to say, huh? This will be great. First of all, I just want to send special thanks to President Joan Gable, Dean Zahir, I know she's not here, Vice Provost Lanyon, Regent Davenport, members of the faculty and administration, families, friends, and most importantly, all of you, the graduate members of the Carlson School of Management for the class of 2022. Thank you for allowing me to be here today and be a small piece of your celebratory day. I have no idea why I'm actually here. I have no idea how I actually got here. There must have been a lot of no's before they actually got to me. And I appreciate the presentation, but to get to me, there had to be a lot of people who said no. So before I actually said yes, I had to give it a little bit of thought of what I was gonna actually tell all of you today, because I'm being truthful when I say this. I have failed way more in my life than I have actually succeeded. You don't believe me? For starters, I was pretty smart. I got an 18 on the ACT 3 times. And every time I took it, I kept saying, no way, I'm not an 18, there's no way. And then I got an 18 again. And if you add 2 of those up, it's a perfect score. So, I don't think Minnesota would even looked at my application, let alone known that I was going to be able to do this one day in front of you. This is my first commencement speech, by the way. I haven't been asked to do this before, and I'm very excited to do it. I've also been called the worst head coach in America. My first year went 1-11, literally ranked 132 out of 132. Now, I'm not sure if they actually still do rankings for the class, but I was the worst coach in America, 132nd place. I've been fired from a job. I've been cut from an NFL team. I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've been criticized. I've been doubted. I've been mocked. And I've even told I'd never amount to anything. I've been a bad friend at times. I've been close to broke, having to borrow money from somebody that I never knew that I could even pay back. I've been married, divorced, married again. I've even experienced the loss of a child with my son passing away named Colton. I've been that piece of bubble gum that you spit out on University Avenue on a hot August day and got stuck to the bottom of a shoe and lasted there for years. But I lasted there for years. So I guess you could say I am qualified to talk to all of you because I have failed enough to give you some advice. You see, I define failing as growth, and it is an essential part of your success. While on the other hand, failure is quitting. That is the one choice all of you are gonna have from this point forward. Fail and respond, or fail and quit. The response to the word fail is critical. And the choice of that decision is the only thing that we control. We do not get to control the consequences. So you get to decide, fail, grow, and learn, or fail, quit, and get past. And I've done both. However, I couldn't have been where I am today without knowing the difference between the two. So embrace the failing, the grind, the struggle, because that's exactly where the most growing happens. These times are arming us for the challenges coming in our lives that we don't even know are coming yet. These times are what shape us for the successful moments and memories we create along the way. See, I've been the worst player on a team. I've also been the best player on the team. I've been a champion. I was 132, but I was also Coach of the Year 3 times, Player of the Year, and also the bottom of my profession. I even faked my way into saying I could read and write all the way through 3rd grade until Mrs. Jacob called me out, held me accountable, taught me to read and write, and I stand before you as a Wall Street Journal bestseller. How about that? Nobody knows, but Heather and I bought 1 million of the books, so it counts. Just kidding, you can't do that. I found that out as well. I never let those really dark, hard times ruin me. They proved I wasn't perfect. I look back now, and it was those hard times that shaped me into who I am today. What I'm telling you all is how you respond to the hard times in life is the greatest distinction between the elite and the average. Choose to be elite. Be elite. There are 3 lessons that I've learned along the way that I wanted to share with all of you today. Because the first part, those aren't any lessons. And the first one has an A, B, and C, so stay with me. And if you only remember some of the things I'm about to say, remember these 3 nuggets. Because there's 2 ways of learning in this world, the easy way and the hard way. And the easy way is from listening to me and learning from my mistakes and my accomplishments so you can have your accomplishments. The hard way is learning yourself and not listening to the others the hard way. Advice number 1, very simple. Be you. I said that right before we actually beat the Badgers this past year. And I told them, just be you. President Teddy Roosevelt said this: never throughout history has a man who lived a life of ease left a name worth remembering. If you want to leave a legacy one day and you want your name to be remembered, your life will not be easy and nothing will be handed to you. At the same time, your life needs to be real, authentic, and genuine. I might not be good at a lot of things, but I only know one thing that I'm the absolute best at, better than anybody, hands down, and that's being me. Nobody can duplicate me. That is my gift, and that is your gift, you. People often ask me, have you always been like this? I ask them right back, like what? My mom used to take me to the hospital as a child, asking the doctor, there is something wrong with him. He has way too much energy. Being me is, and always has been, looked at by most as quirky, not right, fake, an issue, a problem, doesn't fit, or hey, that passion and energy will fall off and die one day. I've always been the king of the twos, and you're all graduates, TOO. Too small, too short, too skinny, too young, etc. All my life I've been given labels that have tried to keep me in a box. Don't let anybody put you in a box. My challenge for you is to live life with a crack, not a chip on your shoulder. What's the difference, coach? The difference is this. You see, a chip is always proving to somebody else that you're good enough. And your critics will always find something you're not good at. You'll never, ever reach that. A crack on your shoulder is proving to yourself you're exactly who you say you are. Chase the person you were yesterday and change your best today. I've learned a lot of things in my life, and the best one has been, I'm not for everyone, and that is okay. But if I'm for you, I'll change your life. Now within this be you, here we go. There are 3 things that will challenge your ability to be you. A, money. Oprah Winfrey, who's worth about $3 billion, said this about money. I still know I am not my income. I am not the lifestyle my income can afford me. I let money serve its purpose, but I don't live to serve its purpose. End quote. Don't let the pursuit of material things drive your passion or change who you are. You will be left with emptiness, loneliness, and lack of fulfillment. There will always be a faster car, a bigger boat, a nicer house, and more stuff and things. Take it from me. The 650 horsepower Corvette was too slow. Then I got the 750 horsepower Corvette. Guess what? I don't have that anymore either. So I don't have any more sports cars. They couldn't go fast enough. Don't ever let the comparison steal your joy. What is meant to be for you will be for you. And if you don't have what others have, it wasn't meant for you anyway. Money is necessary. I understand that. However, it is not a destination. It will never be enough. It's simply a tool. It will expose the best of people and the worst of people, and sometimes at the same time. As the philosopher, the notorious B.I.G. once said, "Mo money, mo problems." And he had way more money than all of us in this room, so take his advice from him. B, power. You're getting your degree from the Carlson School of Management at the University of Minnesota. You're the best and the brightest in the country. You got it. Your careers will be full of enormous responsibility and tremendous power. Your power will create a platform for you. Make sure you use this platform to serve and give. Make your life about other people. You will find out in life, the more you serve and give to other people, the better your life will actually become. The only way people respect your power is by how you make people feel. By how you owned your gifts, not by what you did. See, there's a difference between what you do and how you do it. Never let what you do and what your title is become bigger and more important than how you do your job and how you live your life. Always be a better person than you are a professional. How you make people feel truly matters. In being true to yourself and being a better person, you'll find peace, joy, and fulfillment in both your professional and personal life. That how, which is the unconquerable will, your heart, your spirit, your energy, will determine ultimately who you become. Your how must be authentic, like each person's unique fingerprint. Use your power in a positive way. C, ego. Being the real you is really hard. You see, we're all judged, valued, and even criticized daily by the external voices of whom we all call they. My wife wants to write a book one day named Who the Hell Are They? Because we all talk about they. Social media, Instagram, Twitter, trolls, critics, haters, like they even matter. As the saying goes, have you ever seen a hater doing better than you? I was taught a long time ago, hater stands for having anger towards everyone reaching success. These haters will criticize you. Get used to it. Because the only way you can avoid being criticized and having haters is saying nothing, doing nothing, and becoming nothing. So get used to them. You are going to have to believe in yourself more than anyone else could ever believe in you. Never lose that confidence without being cocky. Some would even define money, power, and ego as being successful. I don't, and neither would one of the most famous basketball coaches of all time. John Wooden defined success as the peace of mind you get from knowing you did everything you could to be the best you could be, end quote. That success is what you will achieve by just being the best version of you. Number 2, have an elite compass. Row the boat. I'm the row the boat guy. There's got to be a row the boat reference in here. Have an elite compass. What does that mean? As you all enter this new phase of your life, the people you surround yourself with will be vital to your success. I like to call my circle my compass. Your compass determines where you're headed. If you surround yourself with elite people, you'll head to elite places. If you surround yourself with less than elite people, who knows? You'll end up a badger. What? You think, well, listen, you graduate with the axe. Don't ever forget that. And if you thought there wasn't going to be one joke about Wisconsin, you don't know me. None of us are self-made, but yourself was made because of others. Make sure your teammates, your compass, the people you surround yourself with are the ones that will challenge you, hold you accountable, and ultimately make you the best version of yourself. I wear a tie on the sideline. A lot of you know that. Why do I do that? Because I'm egotistical and narcissistic. That is not reality. That's what the haters and critics say. 2 men shaped my entire coaching career, my compass. Mike Nolan, the head football coach at the San Francisco 49ers at the time when I played in the NFL. Yes, I did play. I wasn't much bigger, looked the same. He cut me from the NFL, told me you're not good enough anymore. He actually found out I was still on the team, said, get rid of this guy. He wore a coat and tie on the sideline, but he also said within the same sentence, I think you would be a fantastic coach. So I took my elementary education degree, emphasizing in ancient Rome and social studies, and became a football coach because of that man. I honor him every game day. A week later, I turned him down for the job and took a job with Ohio State University with Jim Tressel, who also wore a tie on the sideline. You starting to understand the irony of this? He gave me my first opportunity as a coach, as a graduate assistant. So the end of my playing career and the start of my coaching career, there was a tie that was the difference. That's why I wear a tie every game day Saturday, because of my compass. Here's my third and final piece of advice for you. Dream big and make sure that dream scares the crap out of you. I had huge dreams, just like all of you do, of all ages as you sit in front of me today. I was a 5'9" wide receiver who ran a 4.8 40, which if you don't know, that's called slow. And dreamed of playing in the National Football League. I was so persistent to chasing my dream, I ended up playing close to 3 years. Let's talk about another crazy dream out there. Uber. A lot of you might have taken an Uber here. When I was growing up, I was taught stranger danger. Don't ever get in a car with somebody you don't know. Now you do it, and not only do you do it, you had a few brewskis before you did it. Uber generated over $17.4 billion last year in 2021. We're talking thinking outside the box. Don't let others' lack of vision be the reason you didn't achieve your dreams. In every important decision in my life, my wife Heather asked me, does it scare you? And if I can answer yes, like I did when making the decision to come to the University of Minnesota, I know I'm in the right place with the right opportunity to pursue to have the biggest impact I can have. As you embark on your path, know this: your dreams are exactly that. Paths and journeys, goals, check marks, not only to destinations. Never sacrifice what you really want down the road for what you want right now. We live in an immediate gratification world. Make sure you take time to enjoy and celebrate the checkpoints and daily progress on the way to your dreams. In closing, this is the most exciting time in your lives because everything you're dreaming of is still right in front of you. You are not only limited by others, but don't limit yourself by your own lack of imagination. As you leave today, remember these things, 3 things we talked about. 1, be you, authentically you. 2, make sure you have an elite compass. Surround yourself with others who have the same goals you do. And 3, dream really big. Make sure those dreams scare you. Everyone, it's now your chance. Now is the time, so go do it. Row the boat, Sky Yama, go Gophers, congratulations.
Thank you, PJ, for your leadership, your enthusiasm, and your commitment to the University of Minnesota football program, as well as to the academic success of our athletes. The Carlson School is fortunate to enroll many academically talented students. At this time, the Carlson School faculty is proud to recognize the students who have earned the designation of Carlson Scholar. Will the graduates wearing maroon and gold cords please stand? This designation is based on a grade point average GPA of 3.85 or higher. These students represent highest level of academic achievement across the Carlson School of Management. Please join me in recognizing the accomplishments of a Carlson Scholar from the class of 2022. Thank you. You may be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome Taylor Lee, candidate for the Master of Human Resources and Industrial Relations degree, who has been selected as the student speaker on behalf of the graduate class of 2022. Taylor.
Good morning, everybody. Hi. Wow, look at all of you. Like PJ Fleck, Coach Fleck, this is also my first commencement speech, so I'm excited to be here. My name is Taylor Turali, and I am, like I said, so grateful to be here with all of you today. You know, as a human resources and industrial relations master's student, I sure thought I would be spending more time with people during my program. I mean, let's be honest. I think we were all expecting to spend a little more time with people over the past 2 years, but when there's a pandemic, expectations take a backseat to the health and safety of our community. We are so fortunate to be a part of a university that has so agilely addressed our concerns, prioritized our needs, and aided our educational endeavors by bringing this powerful community to a remote and now hybrid learning environment. With that, please join me in giving a round of applause to our Carlson School faculty and Greater U of M staff, whose dedication to education has made this new way of learning possible for all of us. But today, we are here in person, celebrating the persistence and perseverance of one another, and I am beyond honored and humbled to be here with all of you, commemorating the achievements of the graduating class of 2022. At this moment, I invite you to pause and reflect on all you have achieved throughout your time in your program. Whether you completed a master's, executive, or PhD program, whether you studied here or elsewhere in the world, be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself for getting out of your own way, for turning off the voice inside your head that filled your thoughts with doubt, and for staying dedicated to your goals, even when faced with challenges in work, school, and life. It is no secret that there have been many over the past 2 years. Something that I've learned over the past 2 years is that dedication is far more important than motivation. When closing the gap between where you are and where you want to be in life, motivation will help you build the bridge to your destination at times when you want to give up. However, it will not help you cross that bridge because motivation is fleeting. It is your dedication that will help you reach your end destination. Your dedication to yourself, your journey, your dream is ultimately what will give you the courage and strength to cross that bridge and to close the gap between where you are and where you know you are meant to be. Towards the end of my journey, I had an epiphany. Kara Syme, U of M alumna, businesswoman, and entrepreneur, was a guest lecturer in my spring capstone class. During her time with our class, she made 2 comments that stood out to me. First, she stated, "As HR professionals, we are often expected to be the ethical heart and soul of a company." And I thought to myself, well, of course we are. That's why this field is great. We are here to remind the numbers people that it isn't always about the numbers. And then, later on, she said this, "To be an impactful HR leader, remember the importance of making a business case for your ideas and solutions. That is what will drive growth and change." And I thought to myself, dang it. I am still going to have to crunch numbers even as an HR professional. I tease, of course. What really intrigued me was the crossroads of this dichotomy between ethics and earnings, the balance between being a force for good and driving profitable business growth. And then it hit me, using business as a force for good. The unofficial Carlson motto that I have heard since 2017 when I was an undergraduate freshman on this campus. It finally all clicked. It all felt so real, so possible, and so actionable. In that moment, I realized what a special and fortunate experience we have had to be a part of this university, this community, and these programs. We have had peers, professors, and guest lecturers that have pushed us to understand strategy and empathy to use business as a driving force for good in this world. We have had conversations that have challenged us, both personally and professionally. And we have grown, not only as people, but also as future business leaders. I would like to close today by thanking my family, my friends, my peers, and my professors for helping me build my bridge. I would also like to congratulate each and every one of the graduates sitting here in front of me. I see you, I am proud of you, along with so many other people in this building. It takes courage, it takes strength, and it takes dedication to complete higher education programs. And if you are a part-time student like me, it may have even taken a few tears after a long day of work and school. But guess what? You did it. You closed the gap. You built the bridge, you crossed the bridge, and you have arrived. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Congratulations, graduating class of 2022. Thank you.
Thank you, Taylor. You're so right that it takes courage, strength, and dedication to get through higher education programs. And during the pandemic, you should all be very proud of what you have accomplished. At this time, I'd like to begin the presentation of degrees. Our graduates will likely recognize those who are about to read their names, but I would like to take a moment to introduce them to the entire audience. Reading names today are Patrick McCarthy, Director of Carlson School MBA Student Affairs; Robin Vick, Director, Carlson School Executive MBA Program; Lily Dong, Director, Global Executive Programs. She will be reading the names for the China program. Daria Goulon-Pollux will be reading the names for the Vienna Global Executive MBA Program. I invite Regent Davenport and Professor Michelle Duffy, Director of Graduate Studies for the Doctoral Program in Business Administration, to join me on stage for the presentation of our candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degree in Business Administration. Will the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please come forward as directed by the marshals?
Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration. Sandeep Gungarapu, Faculty Advisor, Professor Ravi Bapna, Department of Information and Decision Sciences, being hooded by Ed McFarland. They're alphabetical. They're alphabetical. Ramin Hassan, Faculty Advisors, Professors Zhaozi Lin and Eric Lulish, Department of Finance. Ting Yu Hu, Faculty Advisor, Professor Abner Ben-Nur, Department of Work and Organizations. Ho-Ju Jeong, Faculty Advisors, Professors Asim Kaul and Zhao Luo, Department of Strategic Management and Entrepreneurship. Rosa Kim, Faculty Advisors, Professors Mary Benner and Asim Kaul, Department of Strategic Management and Entrepreneurship. Na-Rae Lee, Faculty Advisors, Professors Asim Kaul and Zhao Luo, Department of Strategic Management and Entrepreneurship. Elizabeth Stillwell, Faculty Advisor, Michelle Duffy, Department of Work and Organizations. Wei Wang, Faculty Advisors, Professors Elizabeth Campbell and Michelle Duffy, Department of Work and Organizations. Julie Wellman, Faculty Advisor, Professor Colleen Manchester, Department of Work and Organizations. Eric Lee Shu, Faculty Advisor, Professor Kevin Linderman, Department of Supply Chain and Operations.
So do you guys will call full-time, and then we keep the part-time development management, but we should keep them certain until you guys say.
Yes, until I call. Thank you.
Kier Yang, Faculty Advisor, Professor Murray Frank, Department of Finance. Macy Shaw. Maisy Sho, Faculty Advisor, Professor Geddes Adomavicius, Department of Information and Decision Sciences.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the full-time program please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Joel Walfogel, Associate Dean for MBA Programs and MS Programs, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the full-time program. Eric Berthleson, Alexis Patricia Barber, Paige Alice Newliner, Margaret Isla Reed, David Joseph Newall, Zach Kritzer, Chaitanya Chitenani, Joseph Wallace Crawford, Jonathan Michael Check, Jeffrey Scott Elliott, Ju Ching Cheng, Shannon Fitzgerald, Jim Gunther, Jordan Alexander Hadley, Holly Stewart Hogan, Alia Holy, Andre D. Hollins, Cy Hudson, Michael Patrick Hurt, Margot Frankel Hurwitz, Stephen Kutz, Julie Lavin, Lazar Lazaroff, Kyle Lee, Pamela Suzanne London Fox, Nicholas Lorimore, Sean Thomas Lundy, Kayla Elizabeth McGrady, Connor Michael Meinke, Luke Mice, Lauren Susan Miller, Daniel McGee, Linda Samuel Nagosi, Edward O'Connor, Ulas Pathak, Sam Kevin Petrini, Paul Prenevo, Michael Kwok, Eva Ramos Rios, Maximilian Vincent. Ryan Michael Roddy. Jennifer Rolfus. Avram Devram Scarlett. Simon Vincent Schulten. Vincent Shaw. Patrick Michael Schumann. Clinton James Petters. Berlin Sohn. Aid Sopani. Jeanette Sterner. Charles Stevican. Alexandra Ann Stewart. Rahat Verma. Trevor Whitney. Lide Zhang. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the Management Science program please come forward as directed by the marshals? Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the Management Science program. William Francis Hossein. Yuli Catherine Rabayano Nino. Brian Trubowitz. Shweta Yadov. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the part-time program please come forward as directed by the marshals? Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the part-time program. Juan Carlos Acevedo. Brian Anderson. Rachel Alvarez. Jillian Margaret Asiala. Monica Ball. Alex Baltus. Anne Burlingame. Raymond Joseph Beal Jr. Anthony Marco Diaz. Matthew Frederick Bolser. Patrick Crone. Niraj Bapat. Tim Brazelton. Krista Cahill. Juan Castro. Justin Colley. Timothy Sealander. Sean Christopher Clasby. Ryan Collier. Matt Dulaney. Ryan David Evanson. Ibukun Daniel Agdebulu. Ju Hyung Taylor Fay. Rachel Lynn Flavin. Logan Woolery. Poonam Garg. Nathan Gagich. Rachel Elizabeth Gargi. Samir Gupta. Gugto. Peter Andrew Hall. Zoe Hernandez. Audrey Phillips Hansen. Ryan Michael Heck. Ann M. Hilborn. Grace Nelson Holbrook. Alex Hauk. Anastasia Harabikuchuke. Jacqueline Martinez Iverson. Trayshawn Jackson. Alisa Jameson. Frederick Johnson. Sarah Jane Cowes. Christopher Litwin. Jordan Lubin. Alejandro Meyer. Seth Michael. Carolyn Morgan. Lucas Langraby. Ryan Urban Leno. Vivek Narang. Lucas Peterson. Sydney Marie Sanford. Brendan Foley Rousseau. Marian Krivasanova. Mallory Lucille Madden. Michaela Ray Maley. Megan McGuire. Nathan Allen Jones. Natachek Kartnik. Dana Myers. Sarah Kate Shoei. Amanda Miller. Helen Catherine Kirch. Allison Curry Stamp. Taylor Martin Stamp. Jeff Raber. Joseph Michael Donahoe. Lindsay Elizabeth Ellingson. Bhargava Srikanatha. Lisbel Lamb. Deepali Chawala. Christopher Thomas Miller. Harish Ramachandran. Claudia Satana. Cecilio Santana. Brian Sanchez.
Tiffany Meeks.
Amos Oloduyin. Carolyn Dubois Rafferty. Rowan Ramakrishna. Rachel Catherine Schreiber. Megan Score. Junelle Solbeck. Philip Allen Steinweg. Babak Tabesh. Kalirajan Swarnam. Abel Chuatan. Alexis Trauger. Samantha Tower. Nicole Marie Tarleton. Sophia Margarita Terzik. David Reed Vernon. Mackenzie Grace Walden. Nathaniel Iverson Widener. Ellie Marie Weisenberger. Aaron Allison Whitaker. Michael Andrew Werbericki. Jesus. Lauren Elizabeth Robol. Alyssa Jane Weideman. Jenna Sorensen. Irene Bishop. Kimberly Marie Branch. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration for the online program please come forward as directed by the marshals? Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the online MBA program. David James Gall. Olga Hoti. Brianna Elizabeth Miller Hughes. Wendy Megan Merrill. Adam Arthur Potter. Michael Siglin. Yiffin Kai Small. Sarah Lynn Waltner.
I'll get it over there. I'm sorry. I got to be over here for right now.
We just read my full name. I don't know why I wrote that on there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the executive program please come forward as directed by the marshals? Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the executive program. Samuel Andrews. Sarat Atluru. Kevin James Brewer. Victoria Sabrina Chambers. Jennifer Cole. Kent Roderick Dias Abegunawardena. Christian S. Edwards. Elizabeth Enyart Allen. Pablo Gonzalez. Kristen Joe Grayson. Eric Henry Hansen. Darren Gregory Hubbard. Justin Patrick Jenke. Jennifer Lynn Clennert. Mary J. Larson. Derek Lee Lundquist. John Duckett Marshall.
Yes.
Donald McFall. Christopher Moore. Bo Bradley Nabazny. Api Ojulo Ochudo. David Pigeon. Bettina Elizabeth Schumann. Stacy Petrov Seidel. Amar Nishant Singh. Tanya Mary Lynn Stewart. Vidyasagar Sunkavali. Benjamin Thomas. Girma Tessima Tola. Elisa Lauren Alstead. Emmanuel Elijah Ray. this time, I would like to invite Steve Parente, Associate Dean of Carlson Global Initiatives, to the podium. Joining me at the readers' table is Lily Dong, Director of the Global Executive Programs.
Uh-oh.
I can't see. I can't see. I'm behind the plants.
While our colleagues in China cannot be with us in person, I would like to take a moment to recognize our medical industry Masters of Business Administration and Executive Master of Business Administration students from the China programs who are watching virtually on the live stream. We send our most sincere congratulations on your graduation. Gongxi, Gongxi. Lily Dong will now read the names.
安怡静、毕挺、程义慧、范贝丽、冯小俊、歌韵义、顾彦斌、吉志刚、乐博兴、李超、李强、李成龙、连杰、潘连杰、齐一凡、荣虎威、宋其轩、唐佳杰、王燕、王娜、邬兴荣、谢申荣、徐小玲、徐卓、许龙、杨玉宁、叶俊、岳娟、张弛、张凯、郑波、郑宇杰、周成、周庸、朱维、朱永福、邹伟。Now from the China Executive MBA program. 邓文礼、杜海群、方昌琴、高玲、郭英、黄玲玲、黄强、李航、李清丽、梁杰豪、梁心玲、林妙清、刘承熙、刘华玲、刘静、刘星、屈志远、尚伟、汤泉、王坚、武金辉、吴伟恒、徐廷律、许志涛、曾秋婷、左国华。We do have one executive MBA program student from our China program attending in person. Please give a round of applause to Bihua Zhang, Zhang Bihua.
Will the 2021 graduates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the Global Executive MBA program in Vienna please come forward as directed? At this time, the Carlson School invites Barbara Stottinger, Dean, WU Executive Academy, to join Steve Parente, Associate Dean of Carlson Global Initiatives, at the certificate table for the presentation of the Master of Business Administration degree for the 2021 Vienna Executive MBA graduates. Joining me Joining me at the readers' table to present the graduates is Dario Gulan-Palix, Program Manager for the Vienna Executive MBA Program. Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School is pleased to present the 2021 Master of Business Administration graduates from the Global Executive MBA Program in Vienna. We are so pleased to be able to celebrate the achievements of the VEMBA class of 2021.
Alan Asa Castro, Patrick Bignowski, Carmen Christea, Kiran Dugirala, Thomas Eberhartl, Maria Emelianova, Peter Edey, Christoph Freis, Arthur Michael Fritz, Ivan Petrov Georgiev, Florian Gradwohl, Christoph Maximilian Gruber, Maxim Gutmann, Stefan Jacques Atterer, Stefanie Hergenrader, Alexander Huber, Vikash Kumar Kalra, David Clement, Dimitar Kolev, Miroslava Kucharova, Alexander Ladner, Thomas Lang, Sajid Leibner,
So we also, in addition to our class of 2021, have our class of 2022 Vienna executive graduates from the Global Executive MBA program in Vienna.
Anna Lipovac, Miroslav Lopata, Simon Maschala, Krunoslav Mage, Maida Meric Iljasovic, Ryan Phillips, Franz Mittermeier, Abhishek Mysore, Sandra Nimmervoll, Vitali Patenko, Michael Peter, Roland Radelherr, Dimitri Rozhnov, Evgeny Rushenkov, Adelina Shikova, Snezhana Stovnova-Stonova, Peter Steiner, George Struter, Martin Stamovic, Sonal Trivedi, Nicolas Trofeyer, Elena Turanskaya, Pyotr Ulyanov, Thomas Unger, Franz Josef Utz, Hermann Wagner, Holger Wilhelm, Roland Winischofer,
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Accountancy please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Clayton Forrester, Director of the Master of Accountancy program, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Senior Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Accountancy. Rachel Nicole Bezdicek. Melissa K. Romanchenko. Eleanor Price Chomak. William Cummings. Nancy May Gather. Rama Eshmawi. Boakai Murphy Dorley. Trey Parker Green. Whitney Holm. Olivia Marie Horsager. Gi Young Huang. Abigail Huss. Avin Bo Gotson. Yale Akoba Nanjeep. Josiah Johnson. Michaela Lauren Kobelarsik. Xiao K. Lee. David Edward Canahan. Molly Ann Mendel. Karen Moe. Michael John Ports. Nicholas Andrew Rokuzek. Christina Carol McBride. Eleanor Louise Tremaine. Fu Chai Vang. Tara Brittany Watson. Hangyu Zhu. Haoshen Zhang. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Taxation please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Paul Gutterman, Director of the Master of Business Taxation program, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Senior Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Business Taxation. Asia Brudlog. Carissa Mary Fike. Megan Elise Gardner. Li Tao Lu. Takuro Matsuda. Uvanash Reddy Palvai. Paul Michael Riggs. Derek Robert Schmitz. Tyler Paul Bell. Greg Allen Thomas. Will the candidates for the Master of Human Resources and Industrial Relations degree please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Professor John Kameyer Mueller, Faculty Director of the Masters in Human Resources and Industrial Relations Program, and Stacy Deppner-Hovey, Director of the Masters in Human Resources and Industrial Relations Program, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Senior Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Human Resources and Industrial Relations.
Sorry, MBT, still with MBT.
Oh, we have a few more MBTs coming. Just one. Lakshmi Purnima Palluri. All right. And now we'll begin Human Resources and Industrial Relations. John Louis Basius. Wesley Martin Berg. Ching Yang Chen. Don't- please back. Peter Din. Mary Kay Dinier. Murphy Colton Galligan. Grace Ann Garrison. Karina Lynn Glazier. Shenandoah Maria Faith Haig. Sarah Elizabeth Hamilton. Jillian Hedberg. Emily K. Heller. Kyle Hunter Hogan. Hillary Ann Husband. Barbara Jean Kalvik. Kelsey Lynn Keegan. Suyun Kim.
You don't need to do my middle initial.
Susan Kimmel. Luis Alex Molina. Michael Patrick Hurt. Stephen Mukasa. Diana Esmeralda Marquez. Brittany LaFerrier. Anna Lee. Ling Feng Shu. Yuxuan Lin. Fang Yuan Liu. Julie Machuca. Hannah Masterson. Samantha Lee Mellum. Brandel Muniz. Brian William Nelson. Chiwe Nia. Ruti Alicia Nua. Alexa Lee Peters Posner. Kelsey Ann Poppy. Julie Wong. Alexandra Rose. Yijong Shang. Alea Sadek. Natalie Sasson. Lucy Lily Shetnan. Taylor Tirali. Jing Hao Tseng. Kwaner Wu. Kylie Schottenfeld. Sheng Vong. Drew Anthony Wacker. Yu Jung Zung. Tai Shin Wang. Wanting Yang. Zichen Chu. Wendy Fang. Nancy Xue. Rin Nguyen.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Marketing please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time,
They're in the wrong order.
The analytics students are here.
We'll bring them up after.
No, do you want me to go? I can find them.
will the candidates for the Master of Science in the Business Analytics degree please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Ellen Trader, Director of the Carlson Analytics Lab, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Masters of Science in Business Analytics. Archit Agarwal. Rahul Agarwal. Ankur Agarwal. Grant Barland. Devansh Basan. Eshin Busan. Garrett Thomas Karlblom. Runin Kao. Pranav Shankralar. Anjali Rajiv Chikudulaya. Vishita De. Tanay Daka. Viswanth Reddy Idurunuri. Jaswanth Gala. Yan Dong. Yi Fang. Sarisha Gadamidi. Ashish Gulabani. Jiru Hu. Ariana Irani. Manish Jain. Ria Karana. Sridhar Iyer.
Wait. Let him go first. Okay.
Shri Zhang. Song Hong Lei. Zaywen Zhang. Jyoti Goel. Shashwat Kahari. Laksha Garg. Sarub Kaul. Chandra Muli Kambati. Ryan Treadley McKiernan. Anurag Mishra. William Misling. Ka Lok Carol Ning. Ravi Haisayar. Yashish Reddy. Sricharan Sridhar. Shital Prasad Passam. Rohan Rajiv. Gayarthi Ramanathan. Iyen Zhang. Ziwan Wu, Jing Shi, Arkan Chatterjee, Bipa Bose, Ankita Bagaria, Maswini Rekula, Hemant Bhaskaran, Ishita Kumar, Pratika Kohli, Pankuri Tayaga, Priyanka Rajendra Bosali, Prachi Sharma, Nikalesh Murali, Ezhemathi Pari, Likith Karantula, Harshal Humant Narain, Varun Gupta, Pranitha Peddy, Yi Young, Havish Gupta, Kiran Panatharam, Francesca Louise Manalo Riviera, Alexandra Danielle Singer, Emily Chen Harvey, Jack Robert Lindenberg, Bailey Tomlinson Hill, Xiaowei Zhang, Xingzi Ren, Jairi Wang, Wenqing Liu, Huven Shun, Wenyi Wang, Shuling Shu, Yucheng Pang, Chia Yen Ho, Chu Yin Sao, Qian Chu Su, Hao Chun Nue, Zhang Zhao, Eugene Wang, Lydia Grace Savatsky, Sumit Kumar, Yutong Liu, Jitong Li, Arv Ramachandran, Akshita Srivastava, Fung Duet Tran, Brandon Sukwu Park, Shanglin Shengzhong, Krishnamurthy Ramanathan, Raj Vardhan, Naval Vaidya, Jimbo Wang, Samarth Patil, Vijay Kumar Sadahya, Jayadev Kugati Putharaya, Alok Sudaresan, Zhanju Zhang, Yutian Sun, Shujahaza Zhang, Zhawan Zi, will the candidates for the Master of Applied Business Analytics degree please come forward as directed by the marshals? Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Applied Business Analytics. Mohammed Hamed, Joseph Thomas Boykin, Eric Roger Holland, Dev Nuguparada, Suntoshi Didi. Jessica Moore. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business in Marketing, will the candidates for the degree of Master of Marketing please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the school invites Wendy Luter, Director of Master of Marketing Program, to the certificate table for the presentations of degrees. Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Marketing. Alawashan Abolade. Yana An. Nick Anunciacion. Laura Hayes Bagwell Kalanichit. Maxwell Thomas Boulier. Elise Chapin. Kaylee Jane Faust. Sophia Ann Hartford. Brittany Kimberly Horn. Michael Huroff. Jeffrey Aaron Liss. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Finance please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Professor Zhaozi Lin, Director of Master of Finance Program, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Finance. Daniel Arcuri. Petra Kamos. Jean-Marc Shiadid. Owen Craven. Hunter Bradley Dorr. Zach Hintigen. Jisoo Huang. Shubei Yadav. Karen Lin Jung. Manisha Kumari. Jacob Leopard. Baylor Lee. Jonathan Lofquist. Ajinki Mehta. Thompson Tamser. Julia Turdaliwa. Paul Wenner. Sean Jiang Jiang. Yuxin Zhang. Jingli Lan. Meiwei Liu. Hulin Zhang. Yichang Li. Ahan Zhao. Weiwen Ni. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Supply Chain Management please come forward as directed by the marshals? At this time, the Carlson School invites Professor Karen Donahue, Director of the Master of Science and Supply Chain Program, to the certificate table for the presentation of degrees. Regent Davenport, Associate Dean Gupta, on behalf of the faculty, the Carlson School presents the 2022 candidates for the degree of Master of Supply Chain Management. Nicole Marie Allen. Jael Bent. Lucas Jordan Bradshaw. Joseph Donald Hagan. Alex John Hendrick. Arud Vamshi Viraki. Elizabeth Sarah Winberg. Alexandra Marie Schlegel.
just find my bearings. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of you today on your accomplishments that take you from being a student of the Carlson School of Management to an alumni, to becoming an alum. To welcome you into Alumni family, we have a video message from Craig Schmidt, President of the Carlson School Alumni Board. Craig is a 2003 BSB alum who started his career at Deloitte in audit practice. After 8 years of working in Minneapolis, he left for the East Coast for a few years to work in Deloitte's national office before returning to Twin Cities. Upon leaving Deloitte, he joined Wells Fargo, where he led the governance and oversight team and later became head of Basel and regulatory reporting teams at Wells Fargo. After several years at Wells, Craig has recently taken on a new role at Citigroup, where he is the head of global regulatory reporting. He's a passionate advocate for our school and has helped countless students and recent graduates start and build their careers. He continues to contribute to our success by serving as the president of the Alumni Board and is a member of our Board of Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, Alumni Board President Craig Schmidt.
Congratulations and welcome to the Carlson School Alumni family. My name is Craig Schmidt. I'm the president of the Carlson School Alumni Board and a 2003 graduate of the undergraduate program. You are achieving a milestone during a time unlike anything we've seen in the school's 100-plus year history. I recognize that your last few years have been anything but typical, but there is still so much good for us to celebrate, and your alumni family looks forward to recognizing you in the coming weeks and years ahead. You are about to join the ranks of over 58,000 Carlson School alumni. This network is strong and thriving, locally, nationally, and internationally. This powerful network is available to you wherever your career path leads. And my role as the president of the Alumni Board is to make it easy and meaningful for you to connect back to the school and with fellow alumni. As a student, you are impacted by the support of our alumni in many ways, from career mentoring to the sharing of experiences by class speakers to financial support. It is my hope that you will be a resource to future Carlson School students when a student or the school asks you to help in some way. Your relationship with the Carlson School doesn't end today. You're just getting started in making an impact, and I'm excited to see how you'll leave your mark on our community. As Eugene Bell Jr. says, always aspire to inspire before we expire. Congratulations again, and welcome to the family. Row the boat, Sky-U-Ma, go Gophers.
Thank you, Craig. I really enjoy your enthusiasm for the University of Minnesota. Row the boat, Ski-U-Ma, and go Gophers. And thank you for reminding us to stay connected to our alma mater. We should always aspire to inspire, and I'm confident this group in front of me will do just that. At this time, I would like to invite Regent Davenport to the podium for the conferral of degrees. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Regent Davenport, on behalf of the faculty of the Carlson School of Management, I present to you the Carlson School of Management graduate class of 2022.
Upon recommendation of the faculty and by authority granted to the Regents of the University of Minnesota, I now confer upon each of you the degree for which you qualified. Congratulations.
Thank you, Regent Davenport. Now, will everyone please rise and join Carlson School staff member Anne-Marie von Meyer as she leads us in singing Hail Minnesota. The words are on page 27 in your program. Afterward, please be seated until the graduates and faculty have completely recessed out of the arena. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the Carlson School, I extend our warmest congratulations to all of you.